How are we all doing? Let's get this sorted here. You think you got the right camera angle, mate? And then it turns on, you don't know what you're doing, dear. We're waiting for people to turn up. If you're watching this on playback, I'm Justin. I'm not Friar Tuck. I'm Justin from Juicy Killer Monster. Our channel is about getting car boot stock for free and selling the stuff at car boots to make as much money as possible and to help as many people do the same thing. Or if you don't want to find the stock, buy the stock and make money for you and your family. That's the core content of this channel. But I also do live streams 3 times a week, reading the news. Hey, Crossroads, how you doing, buddy? Hello, Shane, how you doing, buddy? Greetings, channel Justin. How you doing? How are you doing, Steve? And how are you doing, Shane? What you been up to? Yes, we do live stream news 3 times a week on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, where I attempt to be a news reporter and practice my reading and speaking. And have a laugh for you guys and connect and have a good time in it. Shane goes, greetings, Crossroads.
Hi, Shane.
What you up to? Where you been? What's happening? Crossroads goes low. What you been up to, Steve? Been up to much? Shane, are you off to work today? And we'll wait for more people to turn up. Well, I deliberate on what a film. See, this is why I need practice. I deliberate on what stories to read you about the world and what's going on. So, latest with us, we had we tried our new Live Laugh Love. Lucy said hi.
Hello.
Hello, Luce.
I'm not working today. I'm skiving.
Lucy's got a day off, but she's definitely not skiving because you know our boss could be watching.
I'm not skiving. I've got a day off. Actually got a day off.
Get yourself the sack. Little Shane goes, hey mama, yes, work could have showed up at 4 a.m, but I wait for my news.
Oh, bless him.
Bloody hell, 4 a.m. Well, I just take a breath and choke while I was breathing. Got problems if you choke when breathing.
Choke on nothingness.
If for everybody who's watching, Crossroads goes, Lucy, mummy.
I'm not even mummy.
So for those watching on playback, thank you very much for joining. I know not everyone can make it a live stream, but we did 2 car boot videos over the weekend, tried a new setup with a van, had great fun, went out with Hannah on Saturday and forced her to buy me coffee. And it worked because she said at the car boot, if you haven't watched the video, she goes, just say, I'm cold, can I have a coffee? I went, I can't afford no coffee. I paid the fuel to get here. I paid the entrance fee to the car boot. I can't buy no coffee. She goes, okay. 10 minutes later, just say, can I have a coffee? I said, no, can't afford coffee. So anyway, she held off until she was shaking and freezing cold. I went, just see, I'm going to go and get a coffee. I went, oh yeah, can I have one? She went, yeah. Yes! Saved another £4 and got a latte. So she's a legend.
So out of order.
She's a legend.
So out of order.
But it's all right, because I went on a live stream yesterday and I paid her a £2 super thanks to show her support.
Oh.
Yes. There you go.
Crossroads said you're cruel.
Crossroads goes, you're cruel. Thank you very much, Crossroads. Thank you very much.
Paid me back in super.
Yeah, I paid back in super thanks. Eventually in the Ute, Pete goes, evening, Justin and Hannah. And Lucy's here as well, brother. How you doing? And little Shane's put the freezing symbol for the emoji. Really cold at the moment. Like I say, when we go to do these car boots, we're basically sat in a fridge because it's like 2 degrees. So that was Saturday's car boot. Little Shane goes, hi Pete. And then Sunday's car boot yesterday, we went down there and there was a storm coming, like chucking down rain all day. But we had a little 3 to 4 hour window between about 6:30, 9:30, so 3 hour window.
Did you have
Yes, we had the weather, mate. I don't think we had lightning. It might have been a bit of thunder, but it was absolutely chucking it down rain.
Yes, I'm the comedian.
Lucy the comedian.
Yes.
Thanks for your comments on the videos, guys. It was good. She's a comedian. She's a funny person. She's funny. I'm funny looking, but she's funny. But yeah, we got in, we got out, SAS style stealth car boot actions going on, and literally 10 minutes after we finished packing up, chucked out with rain. So we did well. Blugster71 says, seen any Bigfoot or aliens?
Yeah, there's one sat in the living room right now.
Yeah, Lou says she's a Bigfoot. She's sat in the living
No,
room.
you.
Me? Oh, me. Pete goes bloody 42 degrees here today.
His Bigfoot in the Henderson.
Pete sat in his shorts, sweating. We're freezing cold. But it was good. So I'm doing the live stream news today for however long. And then we're going to go out, unload the car because it's still loaded up from yesterday, put it all back in the trailer. And then we may pop out for an hour or so, have a look if anything's been put out. But the problem is, if anything got put out last night, it's going to be absolutely soaking wet. So when it, it's all right for plastic toys and little bikes and stuff like that. But when it comes to clothes and stuff like that, it's all going to be ruined, Crossroads don't know if it was thunder or Justin farting. It might have been a bit of both, mate. But when I fart, lightning comes out as well, mate.
And shit.
Oh, no. Come on, love. Keep it classy, will ya? Little Shane's going Vanessa Kamal, hi from France.
Hello.
Bonjour, bon matin, je m'appelle Justine, ça va?
Je m'appelle Lucy.
Yeah, je m'appelle Lucy.
Ça va?
Tu es très beautiful, Lucy.
Oui, oui, oui.
Enchanté, Vanessa.
What does that mean?
If you know, you know.
C'est vrai à toi? What does that mean?
Cooley says, salut, bon
What
matin.
does c'est vrai à toi mean? That means how are you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How are
Ça
you?
va bien, merci.
Ça va bien, merci. Et toi?
You just said, I'm very well, and you? If everyone keeps saying et toi, it'd be and you. Cooley, tu t'appelles comment?
What does that mean?
Oh, I've only got...
Oh, you're testing him now.
J'ai parlé ce petit français. Vous parlez anglais? Tu t'appelles comment? I can't remember. I should remember what it says. I can't. Crossroads goes, my name is Stevie, my dear. Je m'appelle Justin. That's what I'll say. That'll be my get out. Vanessa Kamal goes, you speak very French very well. Merci beaucoup, Vanessa.
He uses the same phrases for everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can ask how much croissants are and coffees are.
That means you look like Hugh Janus.
Je suis Hugh Janus. No, it goes I am.
Oh.
But it don't say Hugh and then the word because he's talking about bums.
Ew. Oh yeah.
Very good, Culisius.
Very bad.
You have to get out of bed early and that's
Culisius.
catch me. Thank you, Vanessa. Harry Parker says hello. Bonjour, Harry. We're speaking a bit of French today. Vanessa says, have a nice day. Bon matin.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
That's what Bon Jovi sings.
Mm.
Have a nice day.
This is his singing there. Yeah, so when we go to France and do stuff like I did French GCSE, I only got like a C in it because I mucked about at school. But I practiced French when I drove over there, and I just practiced key saying. So when I go to a boulangerie, which is obviously the bakers, I'll say bonjour, c'est combien deux pains de chocolat and deux cafés au lait, mademoiselle. Just say merci and stuff like that. But it all falls apart when I'm actually faced with a French person and they start speaking fluent French to me. It all falls apart and I get my Google Translator out. Have a nice day, Vanessa. Paul and Julie says, hi, we're new to your live. We just subscribed too. Thank you very much, Paul and Julie. We do live stream news every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. It's not serious at all. We'll read a few
It
new.
can be sometimes.
We'll read. That's my beautiful wife, Lucy. I'll read a few news stories of what's happening with the latest news. You give your opinion. I'll give mine. We
He
have a
tries
chat.
to read.
We have a
He does
laugh.
struggle.
Everyone takes part, but it's a relaxed atmosphere where you can actually have your opinion and say about stuff. But it's good to catch up. But thank you very much for being subscribed to Paul and Julie. Pete, Adventures in a Ute from Melbourne, Australia, said I had to do French when I was in school in England. Bloody hated it. Come on, Pete. Come on, son.
It's putting my breakfast off.
Gilly says, have you been to Paris? Yes, I've been to Paris. I've been to Euro Disney in Paris with Lucy and the girls. Very good. Yeah, and I've been to Cannes. I've been to Calais. Been to Normandy.
We've been all through France.
Yeah,
I
I broke down in a motorhome, an old Talbot motorhome, in a little village called Noël Pontpuy, I think it's called. Noël Pontpuy. And my gearbox went on my motorhome. And it was right out in the sticks village, right? On the way to Le Mans, I think. And people barely spoke English, right? So I had to get by for 2 weeks. I had to speak French, yeah? And I only know sort of basic French.
You can barely speak English, let alone French. French.
Tout le monde pipe. D'accord, écoutez.
I listen to no one.
Mon petit shark. Dandruff Flux says, hey, Crossroads goes, can you get rid of the singer, please? It's putting my breakfast off. Coolest S says, are you Muslim? No, people ask me if I'm Muslim. I'm not. I'm not Muslim. I know why you're asking, because I've got no moustache, and I've got a beard and a long beard, and I've got a shaved head there. So you could be mistaken
He's
as
Friar
maybe
Tuck.
being Muslim.
Friar Tuck.
But I'm not. I am a Christian. So there you go, Coolest. Chop goes, I can do German.
Keponzi Holder
Compunzi Holden Frulo. I know German as well. What is your name? There you go. Little Shay goes, Lucy's weather forecast. Yeah, Luce, what's the weather?
Today we have a
Now for the
storm. Storm, what's the storm's name? It's got a name to it. And it's really windy and all the branches are falling off the trees in the garden.
Yeah.
And it's wet and it's cold and it's bloody miserable.
Bloody miserable down here.
That's the weather forecast
Southampton,
for England.
miserable.
As always, shite.
Bolt goes, give an opinion on the bundle. Give an opinion on the bundle of sticks that lost the kid grooming war. No idea.
I don't
mate.
understand that.
No
Paul.
idea.
I don't
No
get
opinion,
it.
mate. Don't understand it. Christian Condemi, cheers from Mississippi, old wise lion. Yes. I'm old Grafifi. No, Grafifi was the monkey, wasn't he?
Yes.
At Lion King. What was Simba's dad called? Mustafa.
No, that was the bad one.
No, that was Scar. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
Mustafa.
Mustafa's the good one.
Mustafa. There you go, mate. Lucy Scar.
No, I'm not.
So cheers from Mississippi, old wise lion. Have you seen Elon Musk this morning in Costco?
Costco?
No, mate, I haven't.
I don't think he's allowed over here anyway.
Yeah, I don't think he's allowed in the UK at the
He's
moment.
been banned from coming over.
Adventures in the Ute, Pete says, that's when I came back to Australia. They did German at school. I couldn't win. So Pete is in Melbourne, Australia. When he went to school in England, he was forced to do French. And then he went to Australia. He thought, oh, this is great. And then he got to Australia. They changed him to learn German. Pete, you poor person, mate. Poor person. Amit Kumar said, hi. Hello, Amit Kumar. Thanks for joining. Little Shane says, Ty. Amit Kumar, how are you? Amit, I am very well, thank you. How are you today? And what are you up to? Chop says, I laughed my head off in that. What is your name, see? Yeah, out of Only Fools and Horses. What is your name? What is your name? Uncle Albert sunk every ship he has ever sailed on. Steve goes, can you go out, Lucy, and tell us the weather? She's just done the weather, mate. Hang on. So, Nick, we're not going to say your surname because you're trying to make us say a racist slang, and I don't do that, mate. But thank you, Nick, for joining. Inner Light goes, been a quick minute. Cheers from California. Yo, he's changed his name. Inner Light, how you doing, mate? I recognise the picture. I can't remember what your name was before, but I recognise the picture, mate. How you doing, brother? How's things in California? There's lots been going on, isn't there? David, that was it. David, he was the one. David, weren't you the one that kept telling me that it was like Amish news or something?
Yeah.
I think the first thing he ever said was, "Hey man, is this Amish news?" And ever since then, we've been inseparable. How you doing, David? You all right, brother? Pete goes, I only need to know English and an Australian language. He goes, haha, yeah, see, you didn't think I'd remember that, David. And I've got a terrible memory. So you should be honoured that I remember that, because I can't even remember like stuff I did yesterday, mate. But I always remember things that make me laugh, so that was funny. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Right, so we better read some news. So thank you to everyone who's joining us today. If you're watching on playback, thank you. I know not everyone can make the lives because you're working, but I appreciate it. And if you're interested in any of our videos, go and have a look, because we pick up car boot stock for free. We show you how to do it, and then we do videos on picking it up and videos selling at car boots and making money, which you can do for your family. So check it out. And also, if you want to try something a bit different, we did a short last night about yesterday's car boot, where Lucy thinks I was followed by an orb light. You know those orb lights, the spirits, an orb? We've done a short on that last night, and it's basically, is this a spirit orb? What do you think? So have a look, right, and tell me what you think if you're into paranormal stuff.
Can I just say, I really think you've got a ghost following you around. That's not the only thing that's happened recently.
Yeah.
I really think it's either a ghost or I don't think it's a horrible ghost. I think it's like a guardian angel ghost.
Yeah, Lucy reckons she reckons I've got a ghost following me around, like a guardian angel or something. Which, you know,
it does make sense.
Who am I to say no or yes? Do you know what I mean? But we've got here, Anonymous says, Adventures Australian isn't a language.
Oh, is that to Pete?
Yeah. Crossroads goes, are you Harmish? Do you have a horse and cart? That's not how you spell Amish, Steve. If you're going to slate me, mate, you've got to make sure it's down bulletproof, mate. No, I don't have a horse and cart, but Lucy's brother's got 22 horses, believe it or not. Little Shane's laughing. Chop Chop goes, what goes? Clip clock, bang, clip clock. Amish drive-by shooting. Love it, Chop Chop. Anonymous says, Chop, why do you keep repeating the same word so many times? Because it's an old TV program. Chop chop, busy busy, work work, bang bang. It's that song, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why Anonymous. Live Laugh Love Lucy says hi. So yeah, check out the shorts, check out the video and see what you think. Right, so let's do a bit of news. Let me just have some of my professional news reporter water. Brita filter water.
Crossroads, quick read that.
Crossroads goes, is a ghost following you, Justin, after your wallet?
There's not much in it. They're not going to get much.
If it was, mate, if it was, it'd be disappointing. Right, let's have a look. So, trying to stay away from really miserable stuff. Angry Lax says, is that your mum? No, that's my wife.
Your mum? Cheeky.
Pete goes, Australian is a slang. We have different sayings to the English language. Yeah, you do. You do, mate. Right, we're going to talk about something serious now. And I think it affects everyone, or either directly or indirectly by their parents and stuff like that. But it's about the social care system. And I think it's going to be worth reading about. So we'll have a quick look at these comments before we go on. Steve goes, no, it's my mum. Droning with Jamie goes, what's up, everyone? What's up, mate? Hello, Droning with Jamie. Thank you for joining. Anonymous goes, Adventures at the end of the day, it's still English. Come on, don't worry about it. It's Australian English. Who cares? My name was an advert for penguin biscuits. Oh, there you go. Droning with Jamie. Love hearts. Thank you, Droning with Jamie. Angry Alex says, oh, well, she sounds beautiful. Ha, good job, mate. Thank you very much, Angry Alex. I'm very, very lucky. Little Shane says, hello, Jamie. Droning with Jamie. What's up, Chop Chop? Chop Chop says, Jamie. Right, let's start this story then. So, a little loose deal with the comments while I'm doing this. So it goes, it feels like we don't exist. The human cost of social care cuts. This week before Christmas, one couple received the devastating news that their local council was cancelling care and reducing support with no negotiation. This is the people in care in the UK, the UK care system, and what's happening to them with the new government. So Angela Carson struggles to pull the damp laundry out of her washing machine. Her hands are so weak she can barely stop them from shaking. The 65-year-old places the wet clothes onto her lap and slowly moves herself in a wheelchair through the small kitchen to another room so they can dry. Angela suffers from the lingering after effects of a rare condition, Guillain-Barré syndrome, that attacks her nerves. It means she struggles to walk without two sticks by her side. Her husband Graham, who is in a motorised wheelchair, can only look on. The 67-year-old was born with the muscle wasting disease, muscular dystrophy, and now has limited movements just in his hands to operate his chair. So we've got two really restricted in mobility and strength, a couple, and all they can do is look on as the other one suffers. It's a real thing. So for the last 7 years, the pair have relied on carers to come into their home several times a day to help with their everyday needs, including getting Graham in and out of bed using a hoist, personal hygiene, and preparing meals. It was a week before Christmas when they received the devastating news their local council was cancelling all of Angela's care and reducing Graham's support. The decision was non-negotiable and came as a big shock to them both. They just said it was being stopped, said Angela tearfully. They said it was to promote independence, but I don't see how. When I can do things they say I can do, can't do things they say I can do. The council says Angela can prepare meals, walk and shop tasks. She says I'll struggle. So the way the government are getting around not paying for the carers to come round and put in support from her care is saying, no, you can do those things. And because you do those things, you're now out of that category. And now you've got to struggle,
They just don't want to pay people any money.
Yeah, don't want to pay anyone any money.
They want to stop as many benefits as possible so that there's more money in their pockets.
Yep, exactly.
And it's not fair, is it? Because a lot of people are really struggling.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible.
And they need to be looked at properly.
Life's hard enough as it is. Now, I can't imagine what it's like for these people in wheelchairs and mobility issues in the house. Like, if I have a bad back, my world's ended, do you know what I mean? Because I can't do anything. And that's bad for me. So I can't, and that's nothing compared to the problems these people have that need carers. And
also,
else.
A lot of people's pain thresholds are different to other people. So some people can cope with more pain than others. And that is actually a thing.
Yeah, it's true.
They can't just highlight people in one category all the time. It's wrong.
Yeah. So it says urgent action needed. A few weeks earlier, the local authority, West Lothian Council, issued a downbeat but honest public statement about its finances, saying that the crisis facing councils was a magnitude never experienced and that urgent action was needed. Graham and Angela's care is paid for by the council. It's posted on Facebook about having an £8.1 million overspend, fueled in part by rising social care costs. It said it needs to make savings. Not long after, social workers knocked on the door of Graham and Angela's bungalow in Livingston to review their care package. The council said these reviews are done annually and are based on need, not cost.
Yeah,
all right, mate.
Don't believe
nothing to do with cost, nothing to do with we check you every year to make sure that we can try our hardest to cut your care costs.
I remember when I was younger and I was claiming carers allowance for my mum. It was literally asked a few questions and that was that. And as long as nothing had changed, that would be it. And they wouldn't hound you, they wouldn't keep on at you, they would just leave it.
Yeah, now.
But nowadays, it's awful.
Yeah, and now, you've got every year you've got to sit down in front of a judge or jury and you worry all year thinking, am I gonna have my disability benefit or carers allowance and everything else? Because they're trying to save money, innit?
But the thing is, they're spending money willy-nilly doing all sorts of stuff which isn't necessary.
Yeah.
But yet, for their own people in the country, they can't support them.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. Let's have a read then. So a spokesperson for the West Lothian Health and Social Care Partnership said, this process is critical to monitor the progress and effectiveness of care being provided to individuals and ensures the assessed and essential care needs are met. No, that's the cover you're going under to say, oh, we're just making sure you're getting the exact right
It's
care.
rubbish.
They're going under it with that cloak, right? And it actually behind it is like, can we pull their benefits because they shouldn't be claiming, or we deem them not to be worthy of being claiming?
Yeah.
It's backhanded tactics, mate. So they added, a consistent and fair approach is applied when reviewing or assessing an individual's care, with any changes to a care plan being made on the basis of assessed need and not to address financial pressures. Social care is broken, but Angela and Graham aren't so sure. The social care system is broken, says Graham. The council overspent by millions of pounds. They're cutting back, and it's hard to see it in any other way. Let's have a look at a few of these comments. So, little shade. Let's have a look at a minute. Crossroads goes, appeal. The money spent on all the CEOS. Penguins. Shane wants a penguin. Dave goes, how much money you make on ad revenue? It changes, my brother. Probably not as much as you think. Inner Light, David says, seems to be happening everywhere now. What the hell is going on? Yes, mate, I know, I agree. Pete goes, I thought the NHS was good. That's what my auntie said. Well, if she said it 30 years ago, mate, she'd probably be right. But, you know, there's hard workers in the NHS, but there's, you know, budgets get cut, overstretched workers and everything else, which just is putting more and more pressure on the system. And it's not as good as it was, you know. Crossroads goes, the NHS will go bankrupt. You could be right, but it'd probably go privatised before it went bankrupt. And then we'd have a system like America where it's private healthcare.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather go private sometimes anyway, because at least you know you're going to get seen quickly. You know, you get the job done quickly. If you could wait on the NHS, you could be waiting blooming years.
Could be. Pete goes, the ones that cheat the system get everything and genuine ones get nothing. Seems like that sometimes, Pete, doesn't it? I see what you're saying, mate. I can't disagree with that. So Graham is right. Councils are struggling to pay for social care. The financial pressure means the demand for care has outstripped the ability to prove it. In England, 2.6 million people over 50 cannot currently access the care they need, according to the charity Age UK. Social care is devolved. The governments of Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland all spend more per capita on social care than the Westminster government spends in England. In response to Graham and Angela's situation, the Scottish government said it understands the importance of social care, support for those who need help living independently, and we know the concern changes that these services cause. It's acknowledged that while it has overall control of social care, it is up to local authorities to ensure people have the right support. A Sky News survey says of home care providers across England, Scotland and Wales indicates a worrying trend of cuts to these vital services in the last 2 years. So with that story, what I would say, I'll touch on a few things. Yeah, you know, you do get people cheating the system, but just because a few people are trying to cheat the system, it shouldn't be allowed to affect in such a way that it has the genuine people that need that care. Okay. Now, another side to the story as well, from the carer's perspective, you know, these carers that come in for half an hour, clean the person up, get them ready for the day, prepare them a meal, and then they go, and then they come back at lunchtime, and they come back at dinner time, this, that, and everything else. Now, those carers, let's say they start work at 8 in the morning and they finish at 6 at night, yeah? You think, okay, well, what's that? That's a 10-hour shift. You think they get paid for 10 hours? No. First and foremost, the carers have to use their own vehicles to get from each customer's house, okay? And they only get paid for the time they're in the property with the person. So let's say they start work at 8 o'clock, yeah, and their first drop is 8 a.m. till 8:45 a.m. at one of the people that needs their help, yeah? So they'll get paid for that 45 minutes they're caring for the person, 8 till 8:45. Let's say the next person is at 9:15. Well, between 8:45 and 9:15, they don't get paid for that, right? Because it's not classed as work. and then they get paid from 9:15 to 10 o'clock for the next person. So what actually ends up being a 10-hour shift, and they can't do anything else, right? You know, because they've got to be working all day, and if they're not working with the person they're caring for, they are driving to the next place. They're out for 10 hours a day, but they only end up getting paid for about 6.5 hours out of it. Plus they're using their own car, plus they're paying for their own fuel. I don't know if they can claim back the fuel, but they have to front the money for that fuel as well. So, you know, it's a hard job anyway, isn't it? Being a carer, going to someone's house, cleaning them up, sorting stuff out and everything else.
I couldn't do it.
You know, a lot of responsibility as well. A lot of responsibility. And, you know, if you get their medication wrong and this and that, you're getting done for manslaughter and stuff. So it's very hard to be a carer in the UK. Very, very hard.
Do you know what the problem is in every single area in this country? Is the fact that we're not reforming things properly. We're not changing the NHS. We're not doing this. We're not doing that, and everything is just crumbling.
Yeah.
And we just can't cope with the sheer numbers of.
Okay, stop.
You know, we can't cope with everything going on.
Yeah, I know, but it's a bit too right wing for this channel, darling. Let me just read some of the. You make a good point there. Let's read some of the comments. Inner Light David says monopoly lawsuits against for-profit healthcare and insurance companies in bed together should happen internationally. Yeah, I mean that's what happened in New York. You remember that guy got shot, that head of the healthcare system, a privatized healthcare system, got shot, didn't he, by that Luigi bloke?
Yeah.
People getting so enraged by it, they're doing life for murder and they're going around shooting people. It's terrible. Little Shane goes, I got out of jury duty because I can't sit for long times. I told them I can stand the whole time, but they didn't like that idea. Strange, mate, isn't it? I've always fancied doing jury service. I've never had the letter through the door though, but I've always fancied doing that. Adventures in Ute Pete goes, is private health insurance in the UK affordable? I think so. I mean, what companies we've got? We've got Bupa and we've got Nuffield Health practices and stuff like that. I never looked into it, but for me, it's just like, I think how it works with the private healthcare is you have to go to the doctor or the NHS first, right? And then if there's something wrong with you where you've got to stay in hospital, then you ask to be transferred to the private hospital and you claim your insurance. I think that's how it works. I don't know, mate. Somebody said hi, but come on, brother, what you doing? Not about that, mate. Crossroads Podcast says package of support will deliver the government's plan for change by helping to keep older people out of hospital and living at home independently for longer. Okay. Well, if they're happier in their homes and they actually want to be there, then that's fine. But you know, if they actually need to be in hospital, they should stay there, right? Pete goes, the government here are fast tracking visas for overseas nurses. Yeah. Like Australia, it's what a lot of people don't understand. They think, oh yeah, I'll go and immigrate to Australia. But what they don't understand is you've actually got to have a trade. You know, Australia and New Zealand, a place like that, it won't let you just come over and live there unless you've got a trade that the country needs, because they want to fill the spots, you know what I mean? Crossroads goes, Health and Social Care Secretary Wes Streeton will confirm an £86 million boost to the disabled facilities. That's good. Hopefully you get that money. Crossroads also goes, alongside the funding, the government's immediate action to support adult social care also includes harnessing the power of care technology to transform care and support older people. Fair enough. Pete goes, we need to close the borders and look after our own. Sean's non-existent hairline says, does Lucy have posters of Tommy Robinson on the walls? I'm only joking. I completely agree with her views. Yeah, I know. Lots of people have got views. Lucy's got her views and opinions, and so do other people. I try and keep it fairly neutral on this channel, purely because I want it to be a safe space where everyone can comment on their own views and that. But I can't be going too far to the right or too far to the left. You know what I mean? But it's interesting to see what people's views are on opinions. But all I would say by finishing off with that is that I hope the people that get the care need it. I hope the people that are blagging the care get caught and stop blagging the care if they don't need it. and hope this government actually does some good, Luce, isn't it? Hope they actually do some good and they're not just talk, you know. So there we go. But what is everyone else up to today? So what are you up to? Where have you been? What have you seen? What did you get up to on the weekend? Thank you for joining us, especially on the live. But if you can only catch us on the catch up, that's fantastic as well. I know you've all got jobs you've got to do. Thank you for the new subscribers, our old school subscribers. You're all amazing, and thank you for watching. So little Shane goes, I agree. Hopefully people get the care they need. Yeah, definitely, mate. That's it. At the end of the day, if somebody's in need, we want them to get the help they need. You know what I mean? We just want them to get the help they need, don't we? Let's have a look here. Let's see what other stories. While I'm waiting for every one of you to tell me what you've been up to, how you're feeling, where you've been, what you've seen. Hey, what's going on there? Having a look here, guys. It's like a minefield of stuff here for what you can read and what you can't read. You got to be careful. We don't understand this. When you do a live stream, yeah, when you do live stream news, if you talk about certain stories in certain depth, that could be deemed offensive and this and that, they cut all your monetization for the channel, didn't they? Not for the channel, but for that video. So all the hard work you put in comes to nothing, like, you know. So you gotta be careful what you can read. That's why I can't be too far right or too left on this channel, you know. Pete goes, sitting in front of the aircon watching YouTube, too hot to go outside. Don't blame me, mate. If it's too hot, stay in, mate. Don't want to get heat stroke. Little Shane says, in March, I'm going to meet with the governor with my disabled best friend. It's going to be pretty cool, I guess. Cool, mate. Make sure you say all the points you want to say. And have your voice be heard, brother. What a golden opportunity that is. And if you can, mate, film it. Film it. That's what I say. Look at entertainments, this and that, and everything else. So, Luce, what's the weather like today, and what do you think the weather's going to be like for the rest of the day, my darling?
The sun is coming out, so the weather might start getting better. But I'm going to take the dog out for a walk in a bit.
Cool. Yeah, it's certainly dried up now. I'll tell you breaking news as well. We've had our bins emptied by the local council for the first time in a month. Everyone down the street, bins are overflowing. I've put in, when you go to report that your bin hasn't been picked up, you can't speak to anyone, you have to do it online, and you have to do it within 2 days of the bin collection, otherwise they won't let you report it. And our bins have been collected for the first time in a month, which is good, because if not, I would have had to chuck it all in the car and take it down a tip. Absolutely stinking, mate. Lawless goes, I'm still my own grandpa. Hello, Lawless. How you doing, brother? Right, so I think I'll leave that there. We'll talk about social care and everything. But yeah, so we'll talk about what's going on with the channel and everything else. So obviously our niche on this channel, when I first started this channel, it was a scrap metal channel, but now it's car booting. Our little business is a car boot business, isn't it, Luce, where we collect stuff for free and we put it out, put it in our little van, and we take it to car boot. And the fundamental purpose of the channel is to show people how to earn money, how it's recycling, stopping stuff going into landfill, repurposing, and trying to help as many people along the way as possible. So how this works is when somebody chucks out something to chuck away, like for the scrap man, or they chuck it away as a big pile of rubbish, if we deem it resellable at a car boot, we help the person first and foremost by picking the stuff and taking their rubbish away for free. We help ourselves by getting stock for our car boot and content for YouTube. And when we sell at the car boot, we make money from that stuff. But also we help the customer of the car boot who's been looking for that particular one thing. And instead of spending 60 quid on it, they get to buy it for 4 quid, 5 quid, you know? So we're helping as many people along the way. And then we help more people by filming it so you guys can see how you can make money for you and your family. And then if you're not interested in doing it, that's fine, but you can still get good entertainment out of the video and see how we get on. So that's what it's all about with, you know. Let's have a look here. Little Shane goes, got my list. Hopefully we can film. I seen the governor before. He was a big politician. My mum said, never trust a man with a bow tie. Lol. Well, if you want to film incognito, Shane, you can buy those glasses, can't you? Those glasses that have got a built-in camera, right? And you connect it to your phone, you press record, nobody knows you're recorded. They're pretty cool, those things. I haven't got a set, but I might get a set because they are pretty cool. Because you'll get a good point of view because it's airless, isn't it? All depends how good the camera is. But they'd be handy, wouldn't it? Just filming that. But yeah, look at getting some of those glasses, mate. My mum said never trust a man with a bow tie, lol. Pete goes, how do they not empty your bins? It's a necessity. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Absolutely overflowing. The recycling bin, the main bins, absolutely overflowing the whole street. And then they've got the gall to moan about people fly tipping, you know, when people chuck all their waste at random areas, and they wonder why. Because if it's commercial waste, you've got to pay a fortune to get rid of it, right? And if your bins don't get emptied, people fly tip it, don't they? Because they don't want the bloody rubbish outside their house. Little Shane, he was wearing a bow tie. Crossos goes, why was the math book in the news? Because it had too many problems. Fair enough, Steve. Little Shane goes, lol, Crossroads. Sean's non-existent hairline says, have you thought long-term about storage for boot sale stock, Just? Do you think you will find more than you're selling during the winter? Yeah, Luce, could you stop that, darling? Because I can see all the dust coming off your nails. It's all going in my drink and everything else. Thanks, love. So, have you thought long-term about storage for boot sale stock, Just? Do you think you will find more than you're selling during the winter? Yes, we've had a good think about it, mate. Basically, at some point, we want to move house. I want to move house to a bungalow with a garage and use the garage for stock. But at the moment, we've got a bit of space down the side of the house. We've got our trailer for storage. And obviously, we go out selling in the van. If I need storage, if I get big jobs, and I actually need lots more storage, then we've got the ability to go to the council around here, and they'll rent you a garage for £15 a week, close to your house, because there's council garages around here, and they'll rent you a garage for £15 a week. So we were going to get one before, Luce, weren't we? But we didn't need it at the time. So yeah, we've got the possibility of renting a garage if we need to. I know some people have got like 6 garages, do you know what I mean, that they use for all their stuff. But yeah, so that is what we're doing with storage, mate. But my solution to storage is do as many car boots as possible to shift the gear as quickly as possible. You know, we don't ask for big money for any of the stuff, and we just want to take it from point A to point B to point C and get paid. And you know, that's what we're doing, mate. So the more car boots I can do when the main season kicks off, although I'll get more stock hopefully, we should be able to shift more stock because I'm going to be trying to do 3 to 4 car boots a week. So that's what we're doing. Pete goes, I liked how you handled the kids who wanted to buy the scooter. Cool, thank you, Pete. Yeah, this, you know, they're trying to be, they want me to be the buyer and seller and bid against myself. So how much for this, mate? 15 quid. What's your final price? What's it? 15 quid, mate? You know, make me an offer. I'm not going to bid against myself 10 quid. Oh, no, not 10 quid, 8 quid. Well, we'll take 7 quid. 7.50, mate. You know what I mean? I can't be the buyer and the seller. So that's what that was about, mate. Little Shane Gares, great pointer, Ty. Crossroads, why did the newspaper go to the doctor? It had too many issues. Akiko, hello from Japan. Hello, Akiko. Thank you very much for watching. Crossroads go, why was the traffic light always in the news? Because it had a lot of red light district stories. Bloody hell. Fair one, Steve. Inner light, David goes, nice, brother. Build it. Yep, will do. Watch some of our videos, guys. You'll get a lot out of it. Because we're completely honest with it. Like, if we make £10, we'll show you how we made £10. But if we make £200, we'll show you how we do it. And we'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to picking up stock and selling stock. And some of the conditions can be cold, but some days can be really good and other days bad. But we're always honest on this channel, aren't we, Liz? Always honest.
Well, what's annoying is, like, the first few months we were doing it, we made like 230, 40 quid.
Yeah.
And we were getting used to that sort of money, weren't we?
Yeah.
And then the last couple of times we've done it, we've made like 40 quid and then 20 quid.
Yeah, because but that's a mixture of the weather's got really bad. That main car boot that we were selling at has closed down until April. Because not all the car boots around here, the good ones, don't open until April. So we literally got one on a Sunday and one that's not really feasible to do on a Thursday and Saturday because it's like a 100-mile round trip and there's like no customers. So really, we're limited to Sundays at the moment. But we'll keep plodding on, won't we, Luce?
Yeah.
Keep selling what we can, put on Gumtree some stuff that we can, but nothing sells on Gumtree now, is it?
Rubbish.
Nothing, mate. It's rubbish, Gumtree. Used to be really good, but can't sell a thing. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there today for the news report. I hope you've all enjoyed the news report. Thank you for watching on playback. Thank you for everyone on the live stream and commenting. Crossroads goes, why did the newspaper bring a ladder to work? Because it had to reach new heights of reporting. Very good, Steve. Like it. Pete goes, I guess you got to take the bad with the good. People want everything for free. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Literally.
Yeah, it's
they
a bit.
Pay nothing for
it's
it.
a bit like that. Shane goes, Ty guys, Justin mods, Pete. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. We'll try and put a video together over the over the next 2 days, weather dependent, if we find anything, because it's all going to be piss wet through at the moment. So we'll go around for an hour maybe and see how we get on.
Yeah, little Shane's used our emoji.
Yeah, Shane's used our emojis. Juicy Killer Monster Army member. Thank you, Shane. Pete goes, have an awesome day. Steve goes, bye all. Take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Live stream news Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. The occasional short and videos Monday to Friday about picking up stock for free, watching us on our little adventures, and then hopefully on the weekends we can do a car boot and show you how much we sell it for. Inner Light says cheers over the sea, brother. Take care, David. Take care, everyone else. See you later. Justin from Juicy Killer Monster, over and out.